In American sports, drafts shape the future. One great pick can change a franchise, but one legendary draft class can redefine an entire era. Today, we're looking at the 5 greatest draft classes in the history of American sports, across the NFL, NBA, and MLB. These are the years that produced superstars, MVPs, Hall of Famers, and cultural icons. Some classes were loaded with depth, others were top-heavy with once-in-a-generation players, and a few of them created dynasties. Let's dive into the draft classes that changed sports forever. Number 5. The NFL 2017 draft class, the most recent class on this list, but already one of the greatest ever. 2 words define it: Patrick Mahomes. When the Kansas City Chiefs traded up for a quarterback out of Texas Tech, many analysts called him a wild card. Today, he's a multiple-time MVP, a multiple-time Super Bowl champion, and the face of modern football. Mahomes alone gives this class historic weight. But look deeper, and you see why 2017 is truly special. This draft produced Christian McCaffrey, one of the most complete running backs of this century. It brought in T.J. Watt, a relentless pass-rushing machine who became Offensive Player of the Year. And in the middle rounds, you find George Kittle, one of the best tight ends of his generation, and Alvin Kamara, a multi-dimensional weapon who dominated the league from day one. This class didn't just produce stars, it produced era-defining players across multiple positions, and its legacy is still being written. Number 4. The MLB 1985 draft class. Baseball drafts are unpredictable, long, and full of surprises. And the 1985 MLB draft stands as one of the greatest ever. At the top, you have Barry Bonds, the all-time home run leader and one of the most dominant hitters in baseball history. Whether you love the man or not, his numbers are untouchable. Then you add Barry Larkin, a Hall of Fame shortstop who became the face of the Cincinnati Reds. But what makes this class legendary are the hidden gems. In the second round, the Montreal Expos selected Randy Johnson, the big unit, a pitcher who became a 5-time Cy Young Award winner and one of the most intimidating forces to ever take the mound. And in the 22nd round, the Tigers drafted John Smoltz, who later became a Hall of Famer with the rare combination of more than 200 wins and more than 150 saves. This class gave baseball both top-tier talent and unbelievable depth. It defined pitching and hitting for nearly 2 decades. Number 3. The NBA 2003 draft class. This is the draft that launched the modern NBA. First overall, LeBron James, the most hyped prospect the sport has ever seen, and a player who somehow exceeded expectations. A 4-time MVP, multiple championships, and still elite more than 20 years later. But the class didn't stop there. Third overall was Carmelo Anthony, one of the greatest scorers of his era. Fourth was Chris Bosh, a key part of the Miami Heat dynasty. And fifth was Dwyane Wade, a Finals MVP and arguably a top 3 shooting guard of all time. This class transformed the NBA on the court and off the court. It gave the league global icons, new styles of play, and some of the most memorable playoff battles of the 2000s and 2010s. These players didn't just shape teams, they shaped the entire direction of the league. Number 2. The NFL 1983 draft class. If there's one NFL draft that stands above the rest, it's the 1983 class, known as the quarterback draft. It produced 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks: John Elway, Dan Marino, and Jim Kelly. 3 legends who broke records, led dynasties, and changed offensive football forever. But quarterbacks aren't the only story here. This class produced 8 total Hall of Famers, including Eric Dickerson, one of the greatest running backs in history, and Bruce Matthews, one of the most versatile and durable offensive linemen ever. The 1983 draft built the foundation of the NFL's passing revolution. It set new standards for talent evaluation and changed how franchises approached offense for generations. Number 1. The NBA 1996 draft class. This is the gold standard, the greatest draft class in the history of American sports. The 1996 NBA draft didn't just produce stars, it produced legends who shaped the league and global basketball culture. It begins with Allen Iverson, the number 1 pick, a cultural icon who brought swagger, passion, and a new style to the NBA. Add in Ray Allen, one of the greatest shooters of all time. And then Kobe Bryant, a fearless 17-year-old drafted out of high school who became a 5-time champion, MVP, and one of the most influential athletes ever. And the depth is unreal. Steve Nash, a 2-time MVP and one of the smartest point guards in history. Jermaine O'Neal, Peja Stojakovic, Marcus Camby, Stephon Marbury, the list goes on. This class combined skill, longevity, star power, and cultural impact. It changed the way guards play, the way players train, and the way the NBA presents itself to the world. The 1996 class wasn't just great. It shaped the sport's identity for decades. These 5 draft classes show why draft nights matter. Some years produce solid players, and some years produce legends who redefine their sports. From Mahomes to LeBron, from Bonds to Kobe. These classes gave us eras, dynasties, and unforgettable moments. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments. Which draft class do you think is the greatest of all time?